Isaiah 11 uses the image of a shoot to describe Israel's Messiah. From a pesky, skinny, green twig growing out of a dilapidated stump, God's going to restore the Davidic line. Translation, God's going to remind us that something we think has little value actually has lots of it. As a matter of fact, the whole of God's story is using ordinary people, oftentimes people whom the world discards, to accomplish extraordinary things. If we as a church are not in a rush to dismiss Jesse's shoot, we'll actually find a poignant metaphor. Imagine a mighty oak felled by time and withered to a stump. The tree has experienced all that life can offer, not to mention significant trauma. The odds of such a tree creating new life are minimal. The tree must summon energy to sprout its new shoot, endurance and attentiveness to allow this shoot to seek sunlight, and eventually durability to harden in order that the tender shoot can survive wintry elements. God has the potential to turn stumps into mighty oaks. Advent is a season for waiting and trusting. Advent is the time to celebrate little shoots and imagine the tall, shady trees they will become. In the weeks ahead, we invite you to join us in a quest for rootedness in God. We'll feed our tender shoots with ancient stories and familiar songs in the hopes of creating new energy. Perhaps this energy will transform our spirits into mighty oaks. To help us with this theme, this year's Chrismon tree will be a Jesse tree, featuring ornaments that represent the many women and men who have shaped our faith story and who bear witness to God's presence in the world. In addition, each Sunday, the homilies will explore our roots in Jesse's stump. We'll hear about people who have listened to God's call on their lives and inspire us to wait on the Christ child with hope, peace, joy, and love. We'll also hear from several ministers in neighboring communities as they tell us their thoughts on specific Advent themes and invite us into a larger ecumenical conversation. Finally, there's an Advent calendar that's being mailed out to you this week that you can follow along with different stories from the Jesse tree. In addition to a paper version, this story is also available virtually. Beginning today, there will be a different Facebook and Instagram post each day to let you follow along. So we hope you'll join us on this quest for rootedness in the Advent season.